Hello everyone, welcome back. This video is for Yamaha ranges and this is about creating realistic guitar strummings in style tracks. We know there is no guitar mode with strumming patterns in Yamaha ranges, but there is an option to generate realistic guitar strummings in Yamaha. This method needs a lot of time because we would need to edit each note in the step edit page to create the strumming patterns, but it will give good results. I will show you the pattern which we are going to create now. This is a pattern we are going to create. I will reduce the tempo and play it again. To make things easy for you, I have made this style downloadable so that you can check the exact settings in detail after watching this video. You can download it using the link in the description. Let us go to the style creator. We will create a new style from scratch. So initializing the style. We are going to use a mega voice guitar sound for this. Selecting the sound. Mega voice sounds have many velocity layers in them. So based on the velocity you apply on the keyboard, the sound will be different. For generating the strummings, there are multiple steps involved. First, we need to record a normal pattern, then edit each note in the step edit page to generate the strummings. I'm going to use the NTR guitar mode to make this pattern. This will convert the keys to the guitar strings. There is a detailed video on this guitar mode. If you are not aware of the NTR guitar settings, I recommend you to watch that video first. You can find the link to that in the description. The NTR guitar setting is a light version of the guitar mode. It doesn't have strumming patterns, but we can use the white keys D to B as the 6 strings of a guitar. So with this setting enabled, we need not worry about the source root and chord for the track. There are 3 options in NTR guitar. I'm selecting stroke. This is a guitar track now. These keys represent the guitar strings. You can generate the strumming without the NTR guitar mode as well, but this will be more effective for guitar patterns. So the first step is to record a normal pattern in this track. I'm using a 4-string pattern, so only the keys F, G, A and B are used. It is recorded, but some notes are not sounding correct. This is because of the velocity zones in the mega voices. We can correct it from the step edit page. Before that, we need to quantize this pattern. Once we have converted the patterns to strumming, we will not be able to apply quantize. If we do that, it will reset the strummings. So quantize needs to be done before that. The next step is to edit the velocity ranges. Going to step edit page. This will open the step edit page for the selected track. These are the notes we recorded. This column shows the velocity level of the notes. The mega voice has different velocity zones. The normal guitar sounds are in a velocity range till 60. So the notes which are above 60 would sound differently because a different sample is used in that range. We need to reduce all those notes to 60 or below. One range is 40 to 60 and there is another sample for a range below 40. Now when it is above 60, the sound is different. From 91, there is another sample. I'm setting the value below 60 for each note. Now all the notes are sounding properly, but still it doesn't produce a correct chord. This is because the entire guitar cannot be previewed in a chord in the style creator properly. We can exit the style creator to preview it. Now it generates proper chords. Let's go back to the style creator. The next step is to convert these chords to strummings. These 4 notes are part of the first chord. This column shows the starting position. All notes have the same start value. In a real guitar strumming, this will be different. For a downstroke or upstroke, the strings will be hit one after another. But the speed varies depending on the pattern. That is the technique we are going to use here. So instead of the same starting value for all notes in the chord, we will insert a delay between each note. That will create a strumming effect. For a downstroke, the lower notes should play first and the higher ones next. For an upper stroke, the higher ones first and the lower ones after that. The gap between the notes is to be set based on the speed you need for the strumming. Here this column in the position value is used to insert this gap. I am incrementing each note by 16 points. Since this is a downstroke, F should be first and it can have the default 0-0 position. Next would be G and it should be 16. When I set it to 16, the note moved down because the notes are displayed based on the starting position. Next is A and it should have 32 as a position. This is calculated from the previous note's position. Next is B. It should be 48. This is a downstrumming now. We can have a different value for the gap instead of 16. It is up to you and the strumming speed you need. This is the next chord. It shows 960 because it is at the middle of the first and second beat. We need to follow the same steps here as well. But I am going to make this an upstroke. So the order of the notes should be reversed. B first, then A, then G and then F. Using the same gap value, 16. This is going to be 976. This will be 992. This will be 1008. That is an upstroke now. Going to the next stroke. I'm making this also an upstroke. $76, $92, and 1008. This is going to be a downstroke. This will also be a downstroke. Now all the strokes are converted to strumming patterns. Let us preview it. If you need slower strumming, you can use a different gap value. maybe 30 or 40 or even higher. We are not done yet. Next step is to add some special noises to bring more realistic feel for the strummings. The mega voices have special noises of the guitar at the higher octaves. So we can insert some of those for each stroke. I'm inserting one at the starting of each stroke. We can use this insert option to add additional notes. This will duplicate the selected note. Now the same note F2 is inserted. The number after the note is octave. So F2 means note F of octave 2. We need a different note with a special sound here. So to change the note, press a key while the note column is selected. The last key is C5. So now it is C5. But the special noises are in the higher octaves. We can use the data wheel to change it. This is one of those. We can increase the level for it. Now doing the same for each strokes. We are not done yet. There are some strokes I left as blank. I'll add some special noises there. This needs to be at the starting of the second beat. Setting the position. Now setting the note. We need one at the fourth beat as well. There is a rest at the third beat. We can either fill it with a special noise, or another option is to extend the chord before that. I'm increasing the duration of this chord. This is a duration value. We need to do it for all the notes. This is actually a special note, so it doesn't need the duration change. Applying it to all the notes. This is the pattern now. There is one more option which we can try on the pattern. The Mega Voice has another velocity layer at 40 and below. We are now using the range between 41 and 60. This is just to try that. You can still continue using the same velocity range. Here we need to reduce the level of all chord notes to 40 or below. Instead of updating each note individually, we can do it all together using this velocity option. I'm setting it to 60%. This will reduce the velocity of all the notes to 60% of the current value. All the notes except the special noises are below 40. It reduced the special noises also to 60%. So we can increase it here. This is how to create guitar strummings in style tracks. I have added some drums and bass tracks to this style. You can download it using the link in the description. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.